moderators. I do not think anyone's going to join, but just in case. Wait, did you see I cracked my screen? Oh, you guys can't see it from there.
No, it's harder. We can't see you.
You can see me. Actually, there's none of you on. Wait, let me try to put Blinkr on here. Let's try to get. Wait, let me see if I can find it. There it is. Let's see if I can do this. So who's here so far? Okay, we'll wait a few more minutes. Oh.
Rohini.
Hi Rohini, how are you?
Hi Kamal, I'm good, how are you?
Good, good. Let's put...
Hi Shlok.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Shlok, I am not there. I will call you.
Look at that.
Okay.
I have absolutely 0 people joining into my YouTube live. Someone look at my YouTube live. Someone join.
Yeah.
But look, I don't know, I said road to 1 billion on YouTube. Does it come up? I don't know how it comes up.
Shlok is watching you.
Who's watching it?
Shlok. You can share the link on your live.
Alright, wait, how do I share it? Wait.
Share channel options.
No, flip mute effects. Live. What's this? Share. Okay, copy link. Okay, and then what I need to do is if I take it from there, here.
Okay, hi Dave.
Hi Dave. Just trying to set up my YouTube live because maybe I'll make some money on YouTube eventually.
No, sir, it's not easy.
Oh, Hez, how are you?
Hello.
Hi, buddy.
I'm good. You?
Good. Wait, let me just send this to people. See if this works. How do I send a message on turn on captions? Send a reaction. Yes. How do I send a message? Oh, yeah. Alright, wait. Dig it. Hi, there's 2 people who joined. Hello, 2 people. Is that you guys? Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, great. Anyway. Right. Who are we missing? Are we missing anyone? Should we get started? Atika's here. Mayo's here.
Supposed to be like 13 people here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're waiting for the 2 creators, Suman and what's his name?
Bhavika. Mr. Katie.
Bhavika is also missing.
Yes.
Yeah, where is he? He was important. Can you hear me, right? Yeah. Oh. Suman. Is Suman joining us? Where's Suman? Yeah. Yeah, Suman, and then there's the last guy. What's his name? Sudarshan, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
I think we will start.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll start. We will start. Firstly, thank you everyone for joining this meeting. It's nice to see so many people working on this app to make it a success. And I thought it'd be great to kind of meet with all you guys, kind of go through, give you a kind of overview of where we are, what we're doing, because I guess one of the things I've learned from my career is if you start working in silos, then everyone doesn't know what everyone else is doing, and then it get so hey, it's so annoying. Rabbit ears. Why has he got rabbit ears on? To get things done. So I wanted to kind of put everyone in a room, tell you my ideas of where I'm thinking the app goes, and then kind of say to you guys, look, I would appreciate what you guys think at this stage and where we can go from here, right? So I prepared a little deck for you, and if I can just do this and do this and do this, and I remember what happens here. There's a bit of a problem when this is done. Oh wait, if I do this down here, I'll share entire screen, and I'll do slideshow from beginning. And I'll go back here. I'll do entire screen. Let's see if this works. Yeah, you guys can see it. So, town hall meeting 2020. Perfect. Good. So, where are we now? Let's have a look. Let's go to the next slide. So, what are the problems that really we called this meeting because, and where are we? And just to give you an oversight. So, the problems that we're trying to solve with this is one, the hook. Obviously, the users are coming for the competition. They're all kind of piling in for this competition, and they're not doing much on the app after that. So that's one thing that we have to kind of figure out from here. The uninstalls. Me and Mayura were looking at the kind of data yesterday. We've had around 5,300 signups, but every time we send notifications, it's only going to roughly around 1,900 devices. So what we estimate is 3,400 people are deleting the app from their phone almost instantly, right? So we've got to try to figure out that point of it. The marketing feels a little artificial outside the competition boost. So that's nothing against you, Atik. That's just we haven't looked at it yet. We haven't thought about ways to make the marketing interesting. Past the point of just pushing people to that competition. And currently there's no monetization on the app, so we're not making any money on the app, which obviously is very, very difficult, because eventually, the bigger we grow at the moment, the more it's costing me. Look how many people are here right now, and this is all being paid for out of my pocket, right? So the more we grow, the more competitions we do, the harder it's going to get for me to keep this going. And it'll be a shame, because we're onto something good. Right, we're onto something that's growing. We're onto something that's growing numbers. So, first of all, I'd like to look at, just let you know what me and Mayura have put in place that's coming very, very soon. So the expert flow, or the expert marketplace. So we haven't launched this, but we have built it. We have built this now. It's in a beta phase. So what the expert marketplace is an area where professionals can sign up through a form. So the form will be on the app. It comes to me to approve it. So it's not just anyone to become a professional. A professional has to show me that they are A, experienced in their field, B, that they are actually professionals in their field, right? We don't want just people that have. I've got an instance of one user that's asking about his mother to come and join, the platform, because she's a nurse and she wants to give out health advice or stuff. That's not the kind of thing that we're looking for. We're actually looking for professionals that run businesses that way. So, Hez, you're a professional in marketing, you could come on. I'm a professional entrepreneur. Rahini on HR, Subhi on editing, video editing. right? Mayor on IT, where you have your own businesses. You can show a track record, you can show that you're doing this. And the way that works is that if people have questions to ask you, or maybe even a little job, you can charge them a percentage, or you can charge them a dollar amount for your time. So it's always in a 2-minute video, right? So 2-minute video will be the one that does it. Wait, I just saw this on your screen. What's this? Flip. Oh, amazing. Right? So it's not live. So if you have a question for an expert, the expert can look at it at any time and say, oh, look, Mayor has asked me a question to take a look at his pitch deck. So I look at it at night. I say, right, I record Mayor a video, and the key is that I have to say, hi, Mayor, it's the 17th of February, 2026. This reply is to your Blink. Your pitch deck is very good. I like this, and I don't like this, and I send it. And when they send it, Hez, you got a question?
Yeah, I'm thinking like how will it be different from, let's say, Fiverr or Upwork, like those platforms that already exist where you can go for a consultation with these professionals and you just pay the fees and the.
Yeah, well, what I'm hoping for is it's a lot quicker than Fiverr, right? A lot of the time on Fiverr, you go out there and they've got the gigs, and then you have to go through the gigs and you have to figure out, how much to pay these guys, because they want to make money on the gigs, not on the consultation, right? I'm saying it's 2 minutes of time. That's it. We're not trying to do full consultations. You're not trying to do full jobs. You just want to do 2 minutes of time, 2 minutes of blinking of your time. That's why it's a blink, right? Atik?
The same feature, Upwork has the same feature for the consultation.
Do they charge for consultation? But that.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. So maybe we do the same thing, but we're not charging for the larger service, right? Because we don't want to sell a larger service. Ours is just the consultation. And what I'm hoping is that, you get gym guys on there that charge for gym sessions, like 2 minutes in the gym, or health guys, or any of that stuff. I guess freelancer.com and all that is probably mostly about IT and project work. Hey, I've got a project coming. How can you help me? But what if we get a guy who's a triathlon runner, comes on and gives triathlon advice? You got a footballer that comes on and gives football advice, that kind of thing. So I'm hoping it gets wide range, or more importantly, it's human advice, right? My daughter's stuck at this. Can someone help? Can a maths tutor come? Can a teacher come? So that's how we're trying to do it, on a wider range than just technical. Look, we're going to try that, but more importantly, what that brings with it is the coin system. So the coin system that we've built is kind of the interesting thing that we can use in many, many things. We've built it specifically for the expert flow. So because there's a lot of legal boundaries about taking money from someone, holding it in an account, and then giving it to someone when they've finished the service. So the way we did it is we sell them coins. So we sell coins to a user who can then use those coins in our system to pay experts. And then the experts can cash out the coins, right? So if you're an expert and you charge 8 coins, you would get, $8. Because each coin is $1, you would get 10%. It would cost you 10% to go out, so 0.8. So you would have $7.2 on the way out. That's how the coin system works. And I just wanted to tell you guys that, because not so much for you to get into the expert flow, because the expert flow might work, might not work, right? We hope it will. But the point is, once we get a coin system running in the system, we can do a lot more things with it, right? When there's a coin system that's in the system, people are generating coins. We can now start looking at, competitions. I want to move away from competitions, but in a sense, still keep competitions. We can start giving people coins, which have value, instead of giving them money directly. And those coins could be used for other things. We can use, so some of the solutions we're looking at, right? Look, someone, where's Mayor? Can Anand join the call? He's telling me I can't join the call. Wait, let's see. You can join the call now.
Yeah, he can join the call.
He's saying, can you let me in? He's not there. He just sent me a message. You can send him a message. So going back to some of the solutions that I'm thinking about in the competition or outside the competition, to move away from a competition kind of format, but still keep it. First of all, the competition currently runs for 2 weeks, and we're giving out cash prizes for the top 5 right now, and then the top 3 lucky draw winners, right? Me and Mayor started thinking, we've been thinking about this for a while actually. Well, why are we pushing what do you call it? Why are we pushing just 2-week kind of? Mayor, is there a problem with Anand? Can you get in? I saw.
I don't think, did you receive the invite? There is a green section you will see before contributors.
I said people. It doesn't show anyone waiting. Maybe he's in the wrong meeting.
Look, I shared the meeting link already.
View everyone in this call. There's no one waiting.
Yes,
No one seems to be waiting. Sorry guys, sorry everyone. Let me send him, but the problem is I'm on my computer so I can't see copy joining entry. Yeah, let me send it to him. Yeah, let me send this. Here it is again. Let's see if that works. Okay. Anyway, so as I was saying, the competition currently runs for 2 weeks. It's 2 short weeks, and we're giving out cash at the end of it. And it goes a little bit mad, and everyone goes crazy for 2 weeks. What we were considering is breaking this down into month-long tournaments. So a tournament would be divided into categories. So you would have, you know how you post and you have to use a category to post? What we were saying now is that when you post, you go into the league of that category. So if you post about sports, whether it be cricket, whether it be football, you go into the sports section. You go into the tech section, content, whatever it might be, beauty, fashion. And we run those for a month. And then what we do, we go to sponsors in India or wherever we are in the world, and say a sports sponsor, we go and talk to us about a sports sponsor, about sponsoring that category. So after a month, you have the winners in that category. They might win vouchers, they might win, whatever it is that we have in those categories, but it's a prize specifically for them. In return for the sponsors, we give them the advertising space, we give them things on the app for 2 weeks, for a month, we do all of that. Now, with that comes the gamification. Because we're running a month-long month-long competition, you can start looking at streaks. So, 5-day streaks, 10-day streaks, you give them extra points, or you could even give them coins, right? Now that we've got the coin system in place, you can start looking at giving people coins, or they could buy their streaks back for coins, right? So maybe like Duolingo does, when you lose a streak, you can buy it back. So, with the streaks, you get extra points. With that, you get extra coins. So those are that idea based on the league. I also thought about Blinkr Live. So you open a live screen, allow people to send you coins. I'm not sure why they do this, but TikTok does it for appreciation. I know I don't use it personally. If anyone uses TikTok, I'd love to hear from you in a second. Blinkr groups, so a lot like Reddit does, where you can bring in members into a specific group about a specific vibe and invite them in, right? So, whatever it might be, if it's you want cricket people that religious, I don't know, you would create a group like that, and only those people, you would invite them to come to that group. There would also be the gold tick group. I'm not sure about this anymore because it's pretty useless outside of competition. If we're running a league, with a league, we still want to limit people. So maybe the gold tick allows you to have unlimited posts or double the amount of posts, and it only costs you $2 a month or $1 a month. But if you think about it, if we have 40, 50,000 people paying $1 a month, that's $50,000 in revenue coming in, right? It's not a lot for people, and they're all willing to get, the top 10 prizes if we get a sponsor to prize these. And also a referral program. So the referral program, maybe it looks at, if you refer 5 people and they get 2 blinks, we can give you a coin, right? So that's also one way to generate this kind of inflow. So these are the solutions that I was looking at. Now, I've got this slide here and I want to show it to you so that Atik doesn't disappear. The next slide, if it will go, here we go, is the marketing. You know, talking about the marketing and our positioning, and I'll come back to this when we've kind of looked at this one, but Atik put together an email today with lots of things that I've summarized in for it very quickly, so it makes it look nice. But it talks about the current landscape, the content pillars, the ideas that he might have, and I'd love us to come back to that as a group to see if we can tackle that a group with ideas. I know the two content creators that we wanted to come, you know, didn't come, but that would have been nice for them to kind of join. But if you don't mind, we'll go back to this kind of solutions idea, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on where you think this might go, some ideas that you think would make users. I think the biggest problem here right now is 5,300 users signing up, but mostly about 3,400 are deleting it. Why? What is going on? Why are they deleting the app? What can make them stay? Right? What is it? Love to hear anyone's thoughts on this and how we can tackle it. Do you like my league idea where it's a longer league for a month? You think that's a good idea where we break it down into categories rather than go into full feed? Anyone?
The main thing is like the sign up part is going through that, because like signing up is not the issue. The issue is when they come into the app and what they're introduced with is the problem. Like it might be the interface, it might be. I want to ask like Mayur if we can set up something like, I don't know, on applications we have, like, you know, there is Microsoft Clarity or Hotjar where we can see the user's heat maps, that what the user does after the sign up, and then according to that. Yeah. Sorry, who was this?
Yes, sir. We can apply that Microsoft Clarity, but I think that's all. That's all it's for Apple.
Yeah, for websites we use Hotjar and Microsoft Clarity, but I believe there must be some sort of a tool for the applications as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Mayur, is there one for applications for like Hotjar?
There is no tools which shows the user activity, but we can monitor their events. So it's something like Facebook events, right? So we can just monitor which page they visited, which button they are clicking.
But I believe there must be, because it's not possible that how come they're, you know.
Yeah, like when they scroll the first time, can we see where they're scrolling? But would that make a difference, Hez? Because you would look at thousands, and if they don't press the screen, they would disappear. They unscroll the app, so it wouldn't make a difference, right? That would show us what the 1,900 users are using.
You know where the problem is, because there must be like they're signing up, and then they're going somewhere, and from there, you know, there is a place in the app where they reach, and then they go and decide to, like, it's not for me, or it's like they delete it. Like, how far are they going, and where is that hiccup? So we need to find that hiccup.
Okay, let me share my screen.
Let me.
Is it visible?
Wait, no, wait. I'll stop sharing. Wait.
So we do know like where they are visiting, which page is getting visited most, and what action they are taking, but we are not getting the clear picture where they are getting stuck. So maybe I need to refine entire analytics for that.
I believe you don't need to design it completely, because there are already tools that exist for this sort of job.
No,
Did you look at
for mobile application, there is no such a tools which show the video like Hotjar do. We need to rely on the events only. So earlier we also thought that we can add something like that, but we have not found anything solid for that. But I will look into that. I will listen more.
Yeah.
let me have a look.
Atik, you got a question, please.
Yes, exactly. What I believe is that it might not be the app or the interface. The thing is, whenever anyone step into the app, the post, the different category of post, or the pattern of posting, which is into the app, that might trigger them not to use the app. Because whenever, being a marketer, when I look into any app, I see either that content is like my kind of content or not.
Yeah.
Or is it interesting related to my field? Because when we introduced this Blinkr app, we mentioned that this is a human to human like question answering app.
Yeah.
Okay. So whenever any person like to step into the app and they see the feed, it feels very different.
Right.
It feels like a social media platform. Okay. That is the major concern. If any person who is expert, they may not be using the app in that way.
So this is going back to this point that I was drawing that diagram that we had with the categories. I was telling Mayur we should build that as the first screen so that when someone comes on, if you're interested in sports, you press that and it just shows you the sports feeds, the sports questions.
Okay.
Right? And if you press the health one, it just shows you the health ones. And if you press the cryptocurrency, it just shows you cryptocurrency ones. Do you think that? I think that would work better because at the moment I kind of agree with you. If I'm catching what you're saying right, I kind of agree. You go on there and the feed is so messy. It's just all over the place. Like you don't know. One minute you're reading about skincare, and the next minute you're reading about gods or religious spiritual things, and the next minute you're reading about cryptocurrency. Right?
Yes, right.
So I was suggesting that we have a screen. The minute you get on, when you're up, you have the buttons that say 4 buttons, 5 buttons that say, wait, I've got a picture of it here. I'm just going to show you this picture.
Meanwhile, Mayur, I just checked. There are 2 tools. One is called UX Cam, and one is called Smart Look. Both of them, they can be embedded into the application, and it will be similar to Hotjar, and it will give you the heat maps and recordings, everything.
Which one is it called? Wait, sorry, let me write that down.
UX Cam.
UX Scan, SCAN?
No, Cam, CAM.
CAM, yeah.
And Smart Look.
Smart Look. Okay, we'll look into it. Okay. So this is I mean, don't worry about the visuals, but this is the idea that I had. You get on there and you pick one of those categories, right? And that will take you to the feed with just those feeds. Right? So it would be cleaner.
You are right about this idea. But the thing is that if any common person who's download the app and wanted to use that, and you don't know about the specific category of the question, or they wanted to know about anything, it could be general. It could not be anything which is specifically related to tech or beauty or health, anything. So I think this interface may not be much interested. What we can do is that we should have something more engaging or very realistic. This sounds something like with a video game. If I'm not wrong.
Wait, what do you mean?
And a common person, if I look into this interface, I will say that this might be any.
Which one? This one I'm posting on the screen now?
Yes, that's right one. This one, the one I'm watching into my screen.
Yeah. So if
all of the tabs, that might be a question answer tab, which a teenager might have any questions or the answer let me tell you example, like my daughter, my youngest daughter, she's 7 now, and she used to play a game. This is something like that. Like he choose a category and a question pop up. the answer. If it like it's the right answer, it says like you want that. Okay, so this is something like that.
Yeah.
But being an expert app, being an app which is replacing the AI, this interface might not be good. What I believe
Is it?
He mentioned that the design.
Forget the design. Yeah.
Literally, this is just for reference.
Yeah.
This is an idea behind like this. Is what he's-
I understand this. But the thing is that how could it would be like in the real image?
Yeah, we would do it.
That would be different thing. The UI would be different.
Yeah, absolutely. It would be very, very mature, very like, look, what are you interested in asking about? Or what are you interested in about learning about today? And it would be that we would have nice buttons there that flow, and you press it, and then you would just be in the feed that you want. I think the problem is right now, you can have all where you can see everything, but like, I just want to look at sports. I don't want to look at beauty and healthcare, right? I don't want to think about that. So that's why I'm thinking of building the screen and having it there to give people the opportunity to kind of understand questions or get to content that's more interesting for them than rather looking at scrolling for no reason.
Okay, you wanted to give them freedom, like they can choose the category what they want it to be. Okay?
Yeah.
The only specific category they wanted to get the answers are the information.
Yeah, exactly. And then you could switch between them. You can go if you wanted to look at sports, if you wanted to look at social, if you wanted to look at health, if you wanted to go and look at everything, right? When we make it more entertaining, right?
I understand.
So right now, because I think the problem is when you go on there now, you just get overwhelmed by the amount of stuff that's being thrown at you. You just don't know what to read. It just doesn't. It's not coherent and it's not entertaining enough. You know, as nice as it is to see, you just, you know, I don't want to hear about women's health concepts. I have no interest in that. I would rather just go and see about sports. I want to see what's happening in football. I want to see what's happening in tennis. I want to go to the money screen, see how people are posting. Right? And then we run leagues within those competitions, within those fields. So you would have experts in sports, you would have experts in tech, you would have experts in content, because you could see a league for that specific category rather than all over the place. And within those categories, you would have filters, the same filters, like sports filters. You would go in, it would say football, it would say cricket, it would say whatever. So you could even filter it even further. Or you just, you know.
Later on in the line, will we have like some algorithms set in place where, like, you know, let's suppose for TikTok, like the type of videos which I'm watching, those type of videos are being recommended.
Yeah.
And sometimes it will go off topic just to see if, okay, if I like this, if I don't like this, and how I interact with it, and according to that, it's really.
Exactly. I mean, that's exactly where we want to get to, right? We want to eventually, I mean, every social media app eventually wants to get to this point where you are so entertaining that people are just scrolling for information. And I think that's where eventually I want to get to, is like, you know, that's how I think we're going to grow, is going to be scrolling to that point where we get people coming to the app because it's fun for them. It's fun for them to go on there and read information. At the moment, when you look at the app, it's not fun because there's just so many. I mean, it is a bit fun. I mean, you can scroll and you can see what people are asking about, but it's so all over the place that you just get overwhelmed with information. And if you can target that information, and if you can make that information kind of more interesting for the user by picking their filters, by allowing them just to see a certain category, I think that would make a huge difference.
Okay, I totally got it.
Yeah. So yeah, we should build that. Mayur, I think we need to build that screen. Have a look at it.
We do have that manage categories and vibes.
Yeah.
Place. We're just not adding that filter by default selected on discover screen.
Yeah, I think we need a discover screen before those vibe filters, because I don't think anyone's using those filters. We need to kind of put that screen on there.
Maybe after Google sign up, I need to
Yeah. Add a nice, exactly. Add a nice screen that we can pick those. Let's see what happens.
Monthly competition that we were talking about, the tournament.
Yeah.
Right now, I believe if we do that, like we have way too many categories for the amount of users that are there on the app.
Okay.
So people will be taking advantage of that. Like there won't be like obviously one user can enter one category, and then there will be like so many categories which are untouched. So any random person can come and just like post maybe 2 posts there and just win the first place prize.
Yeah.
So I believe right now doing that it won't make sense. Like maybe once we have like 50,000 users or like something around that number, then we can target like every category separately.
Yeah. What's that? Oh. How many categories? I'll tell you exactly how many not filters, but how many categories we have. Wait, let me tell you. The categories we have are okay, creative and content, digital and tech, lifestyle and interests, money and career, other, and social situations, and sports. 7 categories. And vehicles, 8 categories. That's the 8 categories we have at the moment. We're not talking about the individual filters within them.
Still, I believe we are too.
Okay, well we can run the larger league on a later. We can still continue in this competition format. That's fine.
But I believe we need to number one thing is this implementing the tools to have the heat maps and recordings of where the people are going off.
Yeah.
And on the second, we need the implementation of the screen where when a new user joins in, they can select their categories and the type of content that they are actually looking to.
Yeah, they go to where they want, so they don't leave.
Exactly, and I believe there must be an option of setting the language preference as well, because there is so much content in Hindi, but there are many people who cannot read Hindi, so for them it's kind of useless to have that content.
That's what's happening to me right now. I have to be honest. That's what's happening to me right now. I'm going on the app and I'm like, I just don't get what's going on.
Yeah.
So I'd love to just see the English content. And people could put 2 languages. People could put Hindi and English.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They don't have any limitations.
Yeah. Mayor, can we look at that as well? I don't know how, but...
Sir, we can categorize the post based on language, like English, Hindi, and other languages.
Yeah. We can. I guess it would work. So that would be good.
The categorization of the post, but also it should be a filter for language.
Yeah.
Language translation.
Yeah.
Everyone can understand that.
Yeah, Mayor will figure that out. He can do it, so to allow people. But yeah, it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. So heat maps, category screen, and language preferences. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Now, the coin system or streaks. Who uses TikTok? Which one of you uses TikTok properly? Like, what is the coin system they do? How do they generate money there?
I use TikTok for the marketing.
By doing inappropriate things.
Inappropriate?
Things on live, you will get coins and money.
Okay, but who's giving them? Like, you do something and they send you a coin?
Yeah.
I'll explain it to you much easier way.
Yeah.
So the system that they have created, so it has become like a trending thing, but I don't know if it's the way it's supposed to be used.
Yeah.
But the actual system that's behind it is let's say I am a viewer,
Yeah.
and there are like, let's say, multiple hosts
Yeah.
who are gonna be hosting their lives. So let's say now you're hosting your live, and then I join in your live. I'm a host as well. So now you have your audience, and I have my audience.
Okay. Is it split screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's split screen, and so your audience is there, my audience is there, and now basically they're your supporters, and I have my supporters with me.
Yeah.
The audience are paying real money to TikTok to get points. So now the audience have the coins, and now I will start like, let's say like I don't know, it's a 3-minute or a 5-minute challenge. So it's like a competition between you and me, and it's gonna last 5 minutes. And that competition will be based on, like, let's suppose the winner of the competition will be the one who gets more points, and the points are earned by audience giving you rewards, and the rewards are from the points. So let's say like one of the rewards will be like a line that's gonna cost you like let's say like 1,500 dirhams.
Yeah.
And now there is someone like so there are people like giving me gifts within that 5-minute window.
Yeah.
And there are people giving the other competition like gifts within that 5-minute window. There is no, I don't believe there is any specific reward for winning that competition. But if you lose, there is a mutual agreement between both the hosts that you will have to do some sort of punishment. So
Bloody hell.
yeah. So let's say we both agree that if you lose, you might need to just write my name or with a tattoo my name on your forehead,
Yeah.
or like go into the
You
shower
have to shave your head.
shave your head. Like they do many extreme
Oh,
stuff.
wow.
Like yeah. So they go very extreme. And there are people like I know like a guy earned like 1.5 million dirhams in 5 minutes from this. Like there are people like earning millions in minutes.
So why can't we do that?
We can. There is no harm in this, especially TikTok being banned in India. I believe it's.
Why is it banned in India? What?
Financial crime.
The local actually Chinese background, so yeah, that's why it's
The one thing is the Chinese background, second thing is that this is being used for the financial scam. Like in Pakistan as well,
Yeah.
TikTok is being used for financial scam. People are like getting money, a lot of money, without any specific money trail. This is something related to the casino or
Because they don't have the right KYC behind it. They didn't have Stripe doing it.
there are a lot of things. There are a lot of agencies behind that one. Well, what I believe is that anything which is related to financial activities, there should be some limitation,
So-
some regulation. Like in Pakistan, what I believe is that there is no such kind of limitation on that apps. Well, they are building it right now, but I think we should not step into this category. It might be like it might give us hype for one time, but later on it will create a negative impact. Like for the TikTok, as Zafar explained, what they give in 5 minutes, the amount price which anyone earns is based on the engagement.
Yeah, no, I get it, but
Is get engagement.
no, I get that. But what I'm saying is that if they do it the right way through Stripe, then it's all KYC'd by Stripe. I just want to know how they were getting the money in and out. Because the way we're doing it is you have to pay Stripe. Stripe does the KYC. Stripe they buy coins from us, and then if you want money out, you have to do a Stripe account as well. So all the KYC is via Stripe.
We can do this by Stripe, but the one thing more is that the cryptocurrency. Okay, many of the apps are connected with the cryptocurrency.
Yeah, no, but we're not.
That we can do this.
Say if we can
what
regulate
I
it
believe is
properly, then it can be done.
Yeah,
Without
well-
proper regulations, it will be turned into money laundering and then
Yeah, absolutely. That's why TikTok tried, but we're doing it through the proper way through Stripe. I mean, you buy coins from us and you exchange it through Stripe. There's no money laundering out of it.
buying coins are using it for their own specific purpose. That is another category. But like a competition, and people are paying prizes and people are paying like a gift, that is another category.
It's not. Oh, you mean the gift on the live to give a gift token? Okay.
Yes.
But the token still has to come back to us and get turned into cash.
See, I'll explain it to you. For instance, I plan on money laundering and I have, like, let's say credit cards, like stolen credit cards. I can go on Blinkr, create a fake account. They won't be like, Blinkr won't ask me for my Emirates ID or anything.
But they do. But Stripe does. But Stripe does.
No, Stripe won't ask me for my Emirates ID.
Yeah, they will.
I can use Apple Pay to pay for the thing. Like Stripe is just gonna take my whatever card I have stored in the Apple Pay or just the card details, and Stripe is gonna use that details and it is gonna verify those details that are on the card, and it's gonna allow me to buy the coins. Now I can be an anonymous person, be on the app. Let's say I want to money launder to Atik, and he's the host, and I'm gonna send him like let's say 1 million coins from that stolen credit card. Now once it goes to the app, now it's cleaned. So now Stripe you have given the coins, and now when it's supposed to get out of there, then it's like completely clean for Atik. Like Atik has no problem with that. But when you received the money, it was from the stolen card. So here maybe if you found out, okay, this was stolen, but you have zero information on me. Because I was a random user, you didn't have like a proper KYC done for me. Stripe didn't ask for KYC, Stripe just asked for my credentials for the credit card. Because Stripe won't ask me for my Emirates ID before making a transaction. That's,
Yeah, right. Actually, while purchasing the coins, we are not asking them for any KYC until our revenue reach 12 lakhs INR. But to get the withdraw the money, that time we are asking them from the KYC and onboarding process.
So putting the money in doesn't require KYC to buy the coins. Taking the money out does. But it's clean. But then it's clean already, right? Because if Heads puts it in and Atik takes it out, we can do KYC on Atik, but he's clean. The money's been cleaned.
There are a lot of things which needs to be considered before going to it and step into this category. So I have an example as well. I was running an ad for the casino. Casino is the purest place to convert black money into white money.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I wanted to set up the ad for one of our clients back in 2017 to do a KYC for myself, either I'm a legitimate person or not. So I've been verified by the Meta.
But who did the KYC for you?
Meta.
But for saving purpose, why we should do the KYC? That is also. But
exactly, it won't make sense. Like it won't work if you're doing KYC for. If I want to buy the coins in the app, I just want to go and buy it. I don't want to go and give them my identification and this and this. Yeah, because if I do that, then I'm not. The user is like not going to do the identification or anything. They'll just run away.
in India, people will think you are scamming them and
This. I can't. Anand is still trying to get in. Anand, you're trying to get in. He's on my YouTube live, but he's not showing up here.
He joined earlier and left that.
He's saying he left. He's saying he couldn't get in. I don't know. He's not showing up. Okay, but what if visitors in this meeting? What's this? What if you limit it to $100 purchase per coin, per max? I mean, how do you get 1.5 million coins? On TikTok. What if we limited it to $100 per purchase?
There's no limit.
Yeah, but why would you limit it? It won't make sense.
Because we don't want the money laundering. How do we get around this money laundering then?
That's the issue with this.
So what the
That's why TikTok is banned.
There's got to be a way around. I mean, TikTok works everywhere else in the world, no? It works everywhere else. It just doesn't work there. So how does Dubai allow it? How does US allow it? If they because they give now they give coins that turn into flowers get turned into coins again, right? So the same system that we're using.
Okay, you are talking about the limit, like $100. For instance, if I believe that I have the specific amount which I can invest on myself, like I can ask question. So I would rather go to save that money in any account. I would like to purchase that coin. Okay, if there would be any limit for $100, okay, I might not be able to acquire more coin. So the thing is that we cannot limit this thing. It should be open. What we can do is that if any person who is buying more coins, we can investigate that, like why they are getting more coins.
There we go.
But not asking the question, Okay. So at a certain limit, we can limit them.
Yeah, exactly. Over $100, you need to do KYC. Anything below $100, you don't need. You're on mute.
Yes, sir, that's a great idea. But if a person buy $100 coins and he re-buy the coins again,
Just keep on.
Two times. Okay.
Yeah, just keep buying, but $500 is not money laundering. I mean, I think you'd have to do it like 200,000 times to.
If you limit it for the $10, people will create multiple accounts and purchase coins and withdraw with one account.
Yeah, that's okay. But $10.
The expert and the user not meet to a same family. Like the expert and the user can be from the same family, the same group.
Yeah, I don't think a bank's going to go crazy over $10. Over, I mean, that's not really. I mean, it'll just.
Well, let me tell you about the money laundering.
Yeah.
Money laundering is not about getting money in bulk amount. Money laundering is about getting money in little chunks.
How do you know so much about this?
I'm chartered accountant by education.
Sure you are. Sure. That's why you know about money laundering, because you go to university and they tell you, right, now we're going to learn about money laundering. Lesson 101. This is what they do. Yeah, sure you do, Atik.
Yes.
Well, look, there's got to be a way that TikTok's doing it. We've just got to figure it out. Anyway, we can worry about that. We'll start until someone tells us no, right? I mean, what do we really, if we're successful, then people will try to hurt us and try to come and get us and lawyers and whatnot, but we're being successful. So let's just do it until someone says, no, you can't do it. And then we'll fight with them and understand. And someone will tell us, you've got to do this and do that. That's what we did at Verity. Same thing. There is
one more way. There is one more way to hire someone who is above all that category.
What do you mean?
Like, you're talking about Elias.
Yeah.
Okay? So, in Pakistan, if anybody wants to deal with the money laundering or anything specific to this, they hire a judge.
Oh, a judge? See, he even knows about who to hire when they're in trouble with money laundering. You're telling me you didn't do it? Yeah. This guy's the expert. We'll hire you. I think we'll be safe with you. And the question is, how much money can you put through our system? We all want to be rich. Tell them. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. I'll split everything with you, 10%. Everyone on this team gets money. Just get us through. So look, I mean,
jokes apart.
Yeah.
But this could be a good idea. We can start this, and if there would, but before that, we will definitely look into the legalization of all these issues.
Yeah, Mayo's looking into it. I mean, he's talking to Stripe. He's talking to everyone to do it. So look, I mean, the question is really, before we get on the marketing, if we have time for this, I know all of you've got families and have to go, but you know, what do you think the hope is of this app? Where do you guys are putting it really? Do you think it's just going to disappear? Do you think we have a chance of making it work? What do you guys think? I'd love to hear your honest opinions on it and be as honest as you can. right? Do you think we can really make it into something that people will scroll for fun and we get millions and millions of users? Or do you think, we're just banging our heads against a brick wall because Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X are there? Uh-oh, silence.
So what I think is, number one thing that's gonna play like a huge role in this is the algorithm. So if we can crack down the algorithm, we might be able to just stand alone and have this running as it is. If the algorithm part is not cracked and we don't have like a proper set algorithm in place, and we have like users, let's say we have 500,000 users or a billion users, then eventually the future might be that the app will be acquired by, we can switch it to some other companies. They take that user base, they take the data, or they take that app itself, use their own algorithms, which they already have built, and just make the app better.
Yeah. Okay. But right now, you think that we still have that place to grow with it as it is?
Yeah.
Right. We're not really at that point now where we need to still figure out all the bits to start with to get 50,000 users and then start looking at the algorithm in detail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dave?
Until 50K or 100K, we are very small to
Yeah.
work on things.
Yeah. Yeah. That's Atik's job to get us to 50 to 100K. Dave, you got your hand up?
Yes, sir. I just want to one thing. Sir, we need to improve the interface. Like we should create hookups. Like you see the other apps, like how they retain the users. Actually, retain the users base. It's like you say that 3400 just uninstall the app. You have to retain the user base. Like they are moving out. So we need to improve. We need to work.
That was way too fast for me. I didn't understand. What? Say that again. You need to get people with a hookup service. Did you say?
Yes, sir. Actually, we have to retain the users. Like
Not to
Huh? Wait, everyone's talking at the same time.
hooks, not hookup.
Hooks. Yeah, but what? Yeah. We need to get the hooks, right?
Yes, sir. We have to retain the users. Like we have to improve the interface. You see the other apps, how they retain their users.
Yeah. I mean, they retain their users. I mean, if you look at Instagram and TikTok, the way they retain the users is through entertainment, right?
Yes.
And the algorithm, as has pointed out, the algorithm is.
They recommend the like-minded people.
Yeah. Exactly. This is why I think this screen that we're going to design now to kind of allow you to look at a feed that's more. There's something that you enjoy looking at, right? Rather than something that you're just looking at random things, because you don't want to be looking at random things. I think you want to enjoy when you go on there. I wish Suman was here because he's the cricket expert. I really wanted him to come on because he knows so much about cricket, and I just wanted to see, what kind of posts people, because he posts on YouTube and he has like 300,000 followers on YouTube. I really wanted him to see what he thought about doing it this way, but we're going to do it this way. I think it's the only way that we can work. We'll have an all field and then we'll have a look at other fields. We'll continue to run the competition a couple more times at least. I want to get to at least 10,000 users. We need some sponsors though. We need to make the next competition a little bit more not about just cash. We'd love to get some sponsors on there. I'm trying to find some people on Fiverr that allow us to get sponsors, right? To advertise on the app. They can advertise for free, just sponsor the prizes.
And first of all, we need a large user list to get them advertised to the platform.
Yeah.
Why do we advertise to the platform?
What's a large user base though? What are we talking about? When do people get interested?
Yes, sir. So, like the advertisers, they will pay money for what? They are advertising their products. Like so, first of all, we have to have a large user base, like large number of users to get, like the maker has.
No, I know, but what is that? 50,000 users, 100,000 users, 1 million users? When are people interested in us?
They have like 4 to 5 billion of users.
Who?
Now we can't.
45 million?
4 to 5 billion.
Who?
A billion.
Yeah, who?
The WhatsApp and the
Oh,
Instagram and Facebook.
no, yeah.
The social.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
that's why people go and then advertise their products, right? So first of all, if you want to get sponsors, we should get a large number of users attracted to the platform and to retain them with our interface and these things on the individual feed. Like even during this time, like now, the feed is safe for everyone. You know.
well, there is the follow feed, but no one seems to be using the follow feed. There is, you can follow certain people.
Yes, that's the following, but few people is still following that. We have to encourage them to follow other people, the like-minded people. I get you.
Yeah, because I guess there's nothing, you can't find the like-minded people because there's so many people doing stuff. Right? Switch off this light, it's getting too bright. Atik, you got a question? Or something, say something.
Yes, exactly. What I wanted to say is that we need to shift the direction. One thing that is we are missing is we are only advertising about the rewards, only reward, and we are not going for any activity which will engage users. What we need to do is ASAP, that is influencer marketing. Okay, we need to engage more local influencers from India, because the local influencers have very high influence in the society and people are following them. Okay, once we acquire that influencers, we might be able to get more users as well as more engagement. There should be something like I share few of the ideas with you, and I think if we start doing few of them, we can go for the engagement part. The one thing which is missing is that the only engagement. People need to engage.
To what?
It would be through the influencers. Okay, it would be through any specific competition. Okay, categorical competition. You can say that. Any categorical competition, any marketing competition, any tech competition. Okay, so we can engage more users when we go for any tech competition in India. Okay, because they are very tech savvy guys in India. And what I believe is that if we have any specific kind of competitions for the tech community, we are likely to engage them over the app. Okay, so the competition would be anything like it would be about any technology or any product or any stake. Okay, so there would be an engagement part, and those who are tech savvy, they are experts in their field. Okay, so this is likely to have more engagement and more followers as well. Like people are using the app. Like not only those persons who are free, are the housewives who are free at home. They are just pushing the messages, are pushing the post just to compete, just to get more drinks, just to get the reward only. Okay,
I
if
agree
we
with
have that
Atik
specific
on
kind of
this.
competition.
Guys, what if we move from the question answer format to something like motivational or creative content? How you think it will affect?
I think everyone is motivational and everyone is creative. The thing is that the technical point, if we could engage, that is good for the society. Because everyone is motivational speaker for others. Okay? And very sorry to say, there are a lot of motivational speakers in India. How many persons are following them? They have the following of million persons. But how many persons change their life through that motivation? Okay? That is another story. The thing is that we should go for the technical points, which is the expertise level. Okay, motivation is something else. I'm not against your opinion. What I believe is that if we have to engage and we have to make this app useful, this could be that could only be the technical point which we can raise.
I'm confused what you mean. Let's say we build the screen and we have the tech screen, right? And you press on the tech. What happens?
I'll explain to you
Yeah.
in simple words. Come on. See, the point which Atik has brought up, it's I believe it's the right way to go forward, and it's gonna get us like somewhere like to another point.
Okay.
Which is niche influencer marketing. Okay, so let's suppose you mentioned we have 8 to 9 categories.
Yeah.
Okay, now in India, like everywhere in the world, there are influencers that have their following.
Yeah.
And each influencer will have their specific niche.
Yeah.
All right. So let's suppose I don't know what influencers you follow or you look at.
Yeah.
But let's suppose there is a guy in India who does like tech reviews or who does like product reviews.
Yeah, like Suman does on cricket. He does cricket.
Exactly. So now there is an influencer. He has large following.
Yeah.
Now let's say we can pay him some amount,
Yeah.
whatever the agreement is between us. He can shoot an ad for us. That guys, there is going to be a giveaway from he can be like from my side.
Yeah.
And the rules to enter this giveaway is you have to go on this app and you have to start posting questions, and then we will choose the winner from those questions. So when he does it, we are doing the same thing right now. Like there's going to be a competition,
Yeah.
the rules you have, this is the report. But they don't know who we are, right? So they cannot connect with us.
Yeah.
But when there's an influencer telling them, okay, I'm doing a giveaway or I'm doing this or I'm doing XYZ, then it's a different story. Then there is like his own user base. Plus, when we push it on Meta, there is separate credibility which we will get first from his platform, second from Meta itself, and that will blow up. That will act because that influencer has already built a community around him. So basically, what we are getting is not just that user base; we are getting that community with him as well. That community, his community is going to come onto the app. Then if we can repeat that for other like sports and XYZ, all the categories, and we can have those competitions running category specific, then it can work.
So let's use the example of Saman, who's the cricket guy. We go to him and we say, "Hey, Saman, we have an idea. We want to give you whatever it is. We want to give you $300 to give away to your users."
Yeah.
Right? But this is the rules that you have to get them to go to our app. You have to get them to go into the sports category and post questions and we still give them points the same way. Still give them everything that we're doing the same. It's just only on sports.
Exactly.
Only on. And we run a table only for the sports category. That's Suman's 2-week competition. Right?
Yeah, but we don't want to make it like his specific name. We don't want to do that.
Okay.
That category, because we want to keep it open, because the way we are going to move forward with this, our goal is not just to have one influencer promoting this.
Yeah.
Our goal is to have hundreds of influencers promoting multiple competitions on the app in their own niche and categories. And the only way to make this work is money. We will need good budget to pay those influencers and good enough budget to have that reward. Like the reward, okay, doesn't matter. We can have like $100, $200 reward each weekly competition or something like this or monthly competition. But those influencers, they will be demanding some sort of,
Yeah, no, I know.
money. And so we will I don't know, from the finance side, maybe you might need sponsors or investors on board or someone that understands the concept of influencer marketing and knows that, okay, it's going to be expensive because, whenever the topic of marketing is brought up in a business, it's just neglected because they see as marketing as waste of money.
No, I know.
So that's that's going to be your job of convincing the people, because I don't believe self-funding it is a good idea because it will get very expensive.
Yeah. Dave, you had some questions.
Yes, sir. Actually, you have to choose very popular influencers in their category and niches to get that user base. And you can sponsor the user, but I think $300 to $400 they will get your app. Like they will agree with you on $300 to $400. Actually, that's a huge amount for the.
No, it depends on the size of the influencer.
Yeah, it depends
For
on.
ad sponsor, it's a huge money, $300 to $400.
Suppose if you wanted to hire Virat Kohli, okay, and the fan following of Virat Kohli is like, it's a very huge. It's not only Indian but also global influencer. Global influencer. But if we could hire Virat Kohli, what I believe is that over the night, our app will collapse
Yeah.
with users.
Our can fund.
He cost what, $10,000 to do an ad, or more? More, huh?
No,
Yeah.
sir, no, sir. Because usually
$10,000 is nothing.
keep it small and go step by step.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, that's where you want to get to, right? But getting someone like him to do it this early stage, I agree with you. Okay, I get it. I get it.
This is just an example. We can start with micro influencers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Then we can
Yeah.
go from macro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The micro influencer is
Like
good right now.
is the 5 million followers on YouTube is a very good from less than 5 million followers.
Actually,
Or amazing.
collabing with micro influencers. The video last time you promote, right?
Yeah, the video you promoted, yeah.
The one we have with Suman, and we also asking to search more. So some people also contact me on Instagram, but we are searching someone with the like-minded.
Yeah.
Yes, we look into those persons who have more engagement on Instagram,
Yeah.
not specifically on YouTube. We are not promoting YouTube. We are not promoting on YouTube or any other channel. We are promoting more on Instagram and Facebook. So we need those persons who have more following and engagement on Instagram and Facebook.
Well, I mean, look, I'm not big on Indian influencers, but I mean, anyone that Mayor is sending me, I'm sending a message from Road to a Billion, saying, look, I'd like to work with you guys.
I have contact in India that we were working for one of the clients like similar to getting those influencers
Yeah.
on board. So I will speak to them and I will try to get some influencers with their pricing,
Yeah.
and then we can have another meeting and discuss how much, what's his engagement and
Okay.
how much is he charging, so we have a better idea of
Yeah.
the rates there.
Yeah, that would be good. All right, we'll do that. We'll do that. So we'll run this competition. We might run another one afterwards just to keep the numbers going while we figure out the individual competitions for influencers.
Yeah.
Because we just need to keep it growing. I mean, we can't stop now. Atik, you had a lot of points that I put on the presentation on the ads. Do we have time? Is anyone tired? They want to go? Do you want to go through it now? Do you want to?
But kind, I am meeting in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I think I can share that documents with all of you. Meanwhile, I just
Yeah, just go over it. I mean, look, I did. Wait, let me see if I can just find it again.
the main point that was basically we need to divert our direction.
Yeah.
That was the main point, and the document contains idea.
Yeah. Exactly. We need to do.
And we need to engage more persons.
Yeah. I think we need to. I think it's this one. Oops. Oops. So this was it, right?
Right.
All right. So the first thing is the content pillars. Go on. You please explain it. This is yours.
The one thing is that we need to tell people that this is not an AI overloaded platform. This is a human touch platform, and the persons who are behind that platform, like the users, they are actually sharing their experiences. Okay, it should be like the experience of any person who is expert in their field, not an AI answers. Okay? because most persons like after the AI, if they wanted to calculate anything, they go to the AI and they type, I need to count this, okay, and the AI gives the narrative for that too. This is the main landscape which we need to convert person that this is not an AI model platform, this is human to human platform and human are helping human.
Yeah.
So we need to.
But we've been doing that.
on that one.
You've been doing that with the Instagram posters, right?
Yes, exactly. That is the posting version, but we need to go for the advertisement of that pillar.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah.
The content pillar.
Yeah.
Content pillar, which we mentioned that the traditional wisdom in our local language, our grandparents was the wisest person we ever had. Okay, the tips and the tricks which our grandparents were using for any homemade disease or the homemade solution for any disease, that is more popular. This is just an idea. Like previously, it was winter, okay, and that was the season of cough and sore throat. So we can get engagement through that things as well. Okay, I think.
I think it's important. I think it's.
I have a little.
Yeah, I think it's important that we really do move that way. I was speaking to Hez when he came to the office the other day, saying that when I went to university, people were looking at our Instagram. Atika, you still there? You're just frozen.
Yes, I am here. I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, I went to university the other day, and then people looking at the Instagram, they're like, it's not very inspiring, right? I mean, the as you said, content fillers are there, but it's not. We won't stop and read it, right? We want to see UGCs. We want to see some, real life kind of actions. And I think it's important that we start to put that together where the ads, the UGCs, I would rather put out less ads that have more impact. All right. To do them kind of, fuller and give more of a background on what we're doing. Like you said, do something like your grandma had this cough remedy. This is, in Rome, this is where you can go to, as humans helping humans, right? It's all of that. That's what we need to do. That's content that we need to do. And we could do it in India right now. We could do it in India right now. We have people in India. We can call up an actor and say, look, go into Delhi and jump in a cab and say, look, this is how you order a cab in Delhi, or this is how you do something different, or this is the best spicy food here, right? Just showing these people these things.
This is actually helping people and how to drive into this market. The one other thing is that people engage with not only the UGCs but also the interactive posts. Like if I post something about Delhi. I don't know about Delhi because I'm not Indian.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Pakistani and I never go to India. If I talk about what is the craziest thing about Delhi, okay, and we start getting engagement, because that is one trick. The other trick is that we do for the fake marketing. Like I shoot a video, Blinkr gets me, help me to get this job. How it helped me to get this job was I post a question and I get about 50 replies about the solutions. Okay, I was kept on a job and I post a question.
Yeah.
So that is kind of a fake marketing, and these are the tricks we can use, okay, to engage person. We as an Asian person, okay, not only Indian but as an Asian person, we follow those who show us anything which is similar to our mind.
Yeah.
Okay? I think this is the main point to reach a grade. Okay, for that, I think Uzafa can grab more ideas rather than me.
Well, he's putting it on Hez now.
I'm good in marketing, but Uzafa is good in creatives.
Creatives. Yeah, we need to do some more of these for sure. I think that's something that we're missing right now.
Also, what we can do is, I think the videos that once you ask me to make one video about congratulating the winners, Kamal does it, like making those videos. We can start posting them on Instagram as well. So like there's a human element, and it's
Yes, exactly.
like engagement happening with the people on Instagram as well. Okay, there is this faces behind it. There are faces, like there are actually humans behind it. It's just not graphics. So it will bring that human element into the Instagram page itself as specific, nothing to do with the app, but just with that visual representation of humans or the human touch into the account. So I believe just the simple thing, whatever ad creatives that we are shooting, there are no graphics, and it is sort of like an update. Like there is a competition, we got a video. Hi guys, there's a competition happening. Post it on Instagram as well if you're running the ad.
Yeah.
And hi guys, these are the winners. Now rather than just running the ad, we can just post it on Instagram as well. So people can see the timeline. Okay, there was this competition. Now these people won. Okay, now how did they get the money? Okay, now this week's competition, who is winning? And then they're seeing not just the graphic posts, but they're seeing human faces. And when they see that, there's more trust.
Exactly.
So I believe just
That
this
is basically social proofing. That is
Yeah.
basically social proofing.
Yeah.
just this simple thing will help us in that way.
Yeah.
For,
I think so. Yeah, I think it's very
other
important.
stuff, for other stuff, as we discussed, we need to set up the heat map tracking. That is
Yeah, we've got that heat map tracking, the category screen, the language preferences, the algorithm that will work, the finding micro influencers, to start pushing their users. We'll pay them to push their users just to their app. Say I'm running a competition just on sports. We'll try Suman first. He has so many users on YouTube that he can push to us. We'll see. I've got to work out a deal with him and try to say, right, just push this app for 10 days for people to come and run your competition. That will give away a prize, a cricket prize in the end of it. I don't know. We'll give away a bat, a ball, I don't know, pads. I don't know how much that costs, but why not?
Is Suman, like his channel, is it visuals or is it like his face? Like
His visuals.
it's not his face anymore.
No, but he talks.
Yeah, but see, there's one thing that we need to keep in mind is when we have such influencers, we don't want faceless influencers. We need people that are like that build the trust, or they have a community around them, and that community is not just for the visuals, but they're there for the trust that's being built.
Yeah, I forgot if this is. Oh, there's. I can't
Sir,
remember.
I can get your recommendation for list of influencers, like which are trustable in India. Like there are a lot of influencers which gets backlash and hate. Like, so if you target them, so it will be like negative market.
What was it? Slow down. What you can get a lot of influencers. What?
Actually, I talked to first, like, let me talk slowly. I said that you have to target those influencers like who have good images in YouTube. Like, there are lots of influencers who recently got too much backlash, like due to their paid PR marketing. So they are not trustable anymore to the people.
Okay.
So you have to find those influencers which are trustable. Like there is someone called Game Therapy YouTube channel. Like people trust him so much, so he just say one word, and the people,
Well, that's who I need to find, right? These are the guys I need to find. I don't know them myself, but that's what I'm saying. If you can recommend,
like we Indians can help you find them.
yeah, exactly.
But like, are you able to get in contact with them, or just like shortlist, like give their names?
No, I can get you their contact, like email ID for their promotion. Like they use brand emails, like for collaboration.
Okay, then that's a good thing.
So we can approach them like for a collaboration for our brand.
Sure.
Oh, this Suman is a fantasy cricket expert. So it's small, actually. 12,000. Oh, not small. I mean, it's got 12,000 subscribers. It's perfect, right? But yeah, if you could do that for us, DJ or Dave, that would be great. And Hez, you're going to speak to people. So Subhi's, what's that, Sub? Is that an email address of someone? What's this? Need to drop out.
Sir, are you asking me to?
No, Subhi. He wrote Gan Therapy India. What's this?
This is a brand email for collaboration.
It's a tech channel, like he do product reviews of phones and like honest reviews. Like he don't believe in paid reviews of brands. GYAN,
Yeah.
CHERPY.
Okay, I'm writing his name down. India. Let's write to him tomorrow. That's his email address, huh? What's his YouTube? Does he have YouTube or?
Yes,
Yes,
you
sir, I
same
got
in this right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gan Therapy. There we go. He's on YouTube or is it Instagram?
Both.
Yes, sir, YouTube. Sir, YouTube was the largest user base, actually. Like 10 million plus YouTubers, just beg to them, like please go on
Oh,
Instagram.
4 million.
Just don't follow.
Oh, he's got good. So we could get him doing a tech
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
giveaway. Okay.
Sir,
Good.
he is trustable, sir. Lots of people trust him
Okay.
for his honest reviews and like for his honest talks. Like he don't cheat people.
Okay. Cool. All right. Looks good. All right, guys. I know it's 6 o'clock. I know some of you have to go. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all of this input. And definitely something that we will develop further from here.
For sure.
Sir, I will be updating you with the emails and the YouTubers which are trustable for us to promote our platform.
That'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. And then
And sir, I have few recommendations for our app UI. Sir, please can you listen? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
sir, can you introduce you know there are two modes like light and dark mode. Like our app default in dark mode. So yeah, can it will be helpful? Like will it be useful?
Light mode.
Light mode and
Like
dark mode.
Like the what? The what?
The light mode and the dark mode.
Yeah, light and dark mode. Okay. Isn't that set on the phone? I have to ask my own.
Some people don't like dark mode. Like they just want light mode. They use their phone in light mode. So yeah.
Okay, I'll ask Mayur about that. Okay.
Also, I was gonna come to this, like the UI of the app needs like a revamp.
Again?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know, just
Because
Why didn't you say that when Mayur was here? I wanted you to say that when Mayur was here. We had someone else complaining about it. Why? What don't you like about it? Who left?
see,
Yeah, I know. Yeah. What's wrong with the app? Man, let me switch this off.